For more than a decade, The Real Housewives of New Jersey has been defined by one of the most complicated family dynamics in reality TV. The rocky relationship between Teresa Giudice, her brother Joe Gorga, and sister-in-law Melissa Gorga. What started as a tight-knit family bond turned into a decade-long feud filled with betrayal, emotional confrontations, and public heartbreak. Fans have watched them argue, cry, and try to make amends, only for the peace to crumble time and again. Recently, however, both sides have been speaking about reconciliation, though with very different tones. Teresa Giudice has made it clear that her priority now is peace, not drama. In multiple interviews and on her Namaste Baches podcast, she's expressed a desire to move forward with her life, focusing on her husband, Luis Ruelas, and her daughters. "I'm done with the negativity," she said, explaining that she's not holding grudges but doesn't plan to chase anyone either. For Teresa, forgiveness might be possible, but full reconciliation seems less certain. Her spiritual side often shines through when she talks about leaving it up to God's plan, hinting that time and fate will decide whether the family can ever truly heal. Melissa Gorga's outlook is slightly different, less emotional, more pragmatic. On her own podcast, On Display, Melissa admitted that she's stopped hoping for dramatic change. "I've moved on. I'm not angry," she shared, adding that she's tired of repeating the same cycle of fighting and pretending everything is fine for the cameras. Melissa has emphasized that she's open to civility, but not to fake relationships. Her words suggest a quiet resignation, a woman who's accepted that peace might not mean closeness, but simply coexistence without chaos. Joe Gorga, caught between the two women, remains the emotional core of the conflict. He's often expressed heartbreak over the distance between him and his sister, saying, "She's my sister. I'll always love her, but we're in two different worlds right now." His frustration has always been mixed with sadness. Joe has tried to balance loyalty to his wife and love for his sister, often ending up wounded in the process. Still, he has admitted that he holds out hope for the day when they can laugh together again, even if that moment feels far away. At BravoCon and during public appearances, all three have been careful but reflective. Teresa told fans, "If God wants it to happen, it'll happen. I'm at peace with whatever he decides." Melissa, speaking separately, echoed a similar sentiment, saying, "I'll never say never, but trust takes time." Even Joe, during his fan Q&A sessions, showed his softer side. "Family is everything. I hope one day we can find our way back." These comments show that while the wounds are deep, there's still a flicker of hope beneath the surface. Behind the cameras, Bravo insiders say that producers have avoided forcing any emotional reunion scenes during the current season. Both families are reportedly filming separately, focusing on their own lives rather than reigniting old arguments. Yet, even in their distance, the story of the Gorgas and Teresa Giudice continues to define the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Their family bond, no matter how strained, remains the emotional heartbeat of the series. For now, reconciliation remains a distant dream rather than a reality. Teresa seems content in her new chapter, Melissa is prioritizing peace, and Joe continues to hope quietly for better days. Whether they ever sit together again as a family remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: love and pain are permanently intertwined in this Jersey family's story. Fans have seen every high and low, and perhaps the most powerful moment of all will be silence. Not from anger, but from finally letting go.